Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Kerry Bruce, 505 Comics. Um, I was out and about today with my wife, and we ran into a Big Lots of all places. We were trying to find a cheapy hand mixer and an alarm clock. And as we were tooling around the store, we came across a display that had some Yu-Gi-Oh cards and baseball cards and some other stuff. And my wife reached over and picked up a couple of these bags and said, "Look, they have comics." And I'm like, "What? Big Lot has comics?" And we're like, "Yeah." So they were these little bags are what, $5. Turns out there's three comics in each of these. I thought it'd be fun to kind of show you what we spent $10 on today, um, and then we'll take a look at kind of where they sit value-wise using cover price. So, out of the first book here, we will bring out this box. We have the Unbeatable Squirrel Girl, #1, right? And we have Battle World Thors, #2, and a Radioactive Spider-Gwen, #1, right? Out of a $5 comic bag. Thought that was pretty good. The second bag, which I knew two of the books because I could see them through the cover. I really like this one. Right? Hawkeye, the all new Hawkeye #1. Right? So this is not well, obviously it's got Kate Bishop on it, but this is not the super popular version. But it's a good book. And then the book I didn't, well, I'm going to hold this book I didn't know until the end. So this is the other book that we could see through the package, right? Darth Vader #1, a director's cut. So the X, like the X variant. So they're really like way down the list, but super nice cardstock cover. Looks like we got some bends and some other things, some pressable defects that we can play with there. But yeah, I'm totally stoked about getting a hold of Darth Vader #1 out of a $5 comic bag. And then the very last one, uh, the Mighty Thor #1. So this is the cover of that, right? I don't know how much of that you can see, but totally awesome cover. So super stoked about that one. So out of the books, like we got 6 books, right? So Mighty Thor #1, Darth Vader #1, the all new Hawkeye #1, Radioactive Spider-Gwen #1, the Unbeatable Squirrel Girl #1, and then the only one that wasn't a #1 is Battle World's Thor #2. But I don't know, fun little pile of books from Big Lots of all places for $10 total. All right. So after doing a bit of research, uh, right, no big deal, $2. Also, no big deal, $2. As sad as it is, this one's also only $2. So those three books are just kind of normal, everyday, dollar bin type books. This book also shows in that $2 range. However, this one has quite a few CGC 9.8 sales, right, that drive the 9.8 price up into the $110 range. So, right, so after spending $1.67, tack on 25 or so to get it, I can press it. We'll get it pressed out and cleaned up and sent off. Right, we'll turn that $30 investment into 100. And the more Miles Morales Spider-Verse comes out. Sorry, not Multiverse, but Spider-Verse comes out. I think that book will have quite a bit of play in it. So really excited about having that one in our pile here. The other one is this one. So the Mighty Thor. So this is a key comic. It's the first team appearance of the Dark Council. It's also the first team appearance of Thunder Guard. It's currently a $12 book in the raw form. And I think the art is gorgeous. I think it's just really a pretty cover. So I think this will be a fun one to get pressed out and put together for CGC as well. And then the last one, which was my favorite to begin with, the Darth Vader #1. This is the director's cut down here, so it's like version, I think X, I think variant X. It's way down the list. But on average, it's showing about $15 or so. This is also a key comic. This is the first appearance of Black Krrsantan, the Wookiee who ends up in Dr. Aphra later on. So excited about that. Also, a CGC 9.8 is averaging in the $100 range. But being Darth Vader, I'll get this one. We'll get this one pressed and sent off, and then this will go in my personal collection. But so super excited about $10 turning into, maybe $30, a little bit over $30 worth of books, and then if I get the 3 of them graded, we could be in the $300 range for about a $100 investment. So pretty fun. So hope you like that, or I did. But yeah, that's our pick from the Big Lots.